that mean I'm way up. Yeah, the 6 ain't friendly.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Eagles and the 49ers on Monday Night Prime Time.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, it's that time of the year. A little bit more urgency. The calendar page turns to November. We kind of know who the good teams are. The midpoint of the NFL season, always a great time to take a step back and look ahead to what's down the road for us.
Yeah, no doubt. And I always felt, even as a player,
all right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback, it's Jalen Hurts.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
They'll run with the Clemson product. This is Will Shipley. It's a good pickup on second down, but there is a flag down, and this one might not stand up.
Still second down.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's to the right side and incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of...
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second. So that brings up fourth down. The veteran Jake Bailey called on to punt. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. This fielded inside the 35. And it's a decent return. Gets some of that yardage back before he's forced out of bounds. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
I think when you go back and watch last week's game, Mike, I think two things were at play. Number one, let's give credit to the defense. I think they did a nice job of identifying some of the easy layups we've seen this quarterback hit from a week-to-week basis. They took it away. They made him go to his second, third, check down through his progression. And then secondly, when the play did line up, when they did get the look they wanted, he just missed a lot of throws. So they know they cannot afford another pedestrian performance out of him this week. If he can play to the standard we've seen in weeks past, they can have a better chance of getting a better result.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
The second down throw is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down. So Jake Moody Now out for the field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. Here's 1st and 10.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's to the sideline and hauled in by Smith.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Shipley. He'll be brought down at the 37, but that is good enough for a 1st down. Another carry here for Shipley. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Mike, I have to be honest. When offenses come up with run-play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. How about that play off the call sheet to convert 3rd and 18 for a 1st down? Hurts. To the goal line and in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And he's made a big impact in the passing game. As you look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, his name right there at the top. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They motion the slot man left. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Ayuk makes the catch right side. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, 49ers. On the give, it's McCaffrey. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Oh, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Guerendo. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. He'll drop to throw. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and their running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on third down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Hurts going to hand this one to Shipley, and he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Hurts. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down. Now Hurts. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And the defense has it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. They run once more with McCaffrey. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Devin White, that time on the stop. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. Looking for room out on the edge. You're not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down. They'll motion over Samuel. Back to throw. That's taken in. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14. They'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He'll look underneath here for McCaffrey. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. On the ground, it's Guerendo. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they...
And he's in. Touchdown, 49ers. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. This taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Now he takes off. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. Hurts now. He'll take off again. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage. But that's all he can get out of that one. 2 minutes to play. 1st half, all tied at 7. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Quick throw, taken in. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A 1st down throw for Hurts. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up. Hurts again. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Niners offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this 1st half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. He's going to look for the home run ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down.
Let's go.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
I I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
He's going to try it here again. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner, and next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Going for it all. That is caught. What a throw. Harris Marshall. Touchdown, San Francisco.
These are the plays that when you look back, Mike, they ultimately decide the outcome of the game. There's no time left on the clock. All they're trying to do is take a shot into the end zone. You've got to get depth. You've got to have guys that can go up and high point and compete for the ball. And you've just got to knock this ball down and go into halftime.
Moody now for the extra point. The kick is good, so add one more, and it will take a first-half lead into the locker room.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where it was the visiting Jets who were able to get the road victory. Breece Hall, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott, strong in the victory, as his guys up their mark to 6-2 on the year. Lastly, let's head to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati to see what's happening with the Bengals. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Joe Burrow, strong in the victory, as his guys up their mark to 6-2 on the year. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. A safe kick taken at the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Niners offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10.
Holding offense. Still first down.
Here we go, set.
The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll try to set up the screen here. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And that is incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And that'll set up 4th down. This one fielded. Now on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa! Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. And special teams changes the momentum. Right after a 3-and-out, you think you're getting the ball back instead. Not just a turnover, Greg, but a touchdown the other way.
Yeah, and you can just see their body language. The wind has come out of their sails. The offense is fired up. Great job, defense. You force a 3-and-out, and you got your helmet on. You think you're about to take the field and get a possession. Next thing you know, disaster strikes. Not only the turnover, Mike, the scoop score, and they take it back for 6.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to take over once again. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's
big opening up the middle. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6. There was no hesitation from this offense. Immediately after they scored that touchdown, the entire sideline was holding up 2 fingers. They knew exactly what play they wanted. They felt great about it coming into the game, and clearly the right choice.
This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin then. The 49ers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a first. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
Here comes 3rd and 6. And that is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. As the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. They bring a tight end in motion left. Now a give up the middle. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles have taken a 4-point advantage.
49ers 21.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. 49ers offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
That's good for a.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun here. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
The Niners offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. That's over the middle, but it's...
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Down the sideline to the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now they find themselves inside the red zone.
They face 2nd down and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Howell. A throw, left side, complete to Pearsall. He is in. Ricky Pearsall. Touchdown, 49ers.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Extra point up and good from Moody. And the 49ers go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Hurts to the air on first down. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
So, back and forth they... A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
63. Tigers one.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Wide open. It's Brown. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. Hurts. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Niners have got it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll go back to McCaffrey on first down. And he's going to be taken down, but a marker is on the field. And we need to check his call. To throw is Howell. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete. They'll throw with Howell. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing.
The 49ers out for the punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. And this will work out well. Touchdown by the special teams unit right at the 10-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. Your quarterback has to take care of the ball, and he has not turning it over in the air, turning it over as a fumbler. You just cannot win football games in this league when the quarterback's giving the defense the ball, and that's what he's done in this one. On first down, here's Shipley. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Man in motion is Smith. A second down throw for Hurts. He'll get this complete to Shipley. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. On the handoff, it's Shipley. Give him 14 on that one. First down, Philadelphia. Throwing is Hurts. They'll look to set up the screen here. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Hurts looking to throw on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Hurts to throw. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Harris, the man in motion. They'll give it here to Shipley. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. It's going to bring up fourth down. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to even the score late. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. Fourth quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
The Niners offense and Christian McCaffrey getting set for their next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive.
Holding offense.
Back to throw. Howell. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play.
Brings up second down at the 34-yard line.
Stop below 18. Hey, Smash.
They'll motion over Samuel. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
On the ready.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Ready. Set go.
They'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
A gain of 5.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Now, a big third down. McCaffrey.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? This 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Here we go, check. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
They'll motion over Samuel. Throwing is Howell. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game as they approach midfield now. They've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero.
So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's McCaffrey. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Now it's Howell. Able to complete it to Ayuk. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Go, check.
On the run, McCaffrey. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. Now on 2nd and long. Here's Howell. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. As they get it right at the 30-second mark of this 4th quarter. Now McCaffrey.
Well, this sets up a big call here, Mike, on 4th down. You find yourself in a tie ball game with the ball. Do you decide to keep your offense on the field and try to play for 6? Or are you content coming off the field, taking the lead by 3? We'll see what this coach decides.
And they'll get the timeout called here. It comes with just 1 second left on the clock. So, Jake Moody on in this big situation. This to win the game. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So the faithful here at Levi's Stadium are rewarded. It's a win for the 49ers. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away 3-point victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.